Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Or if it's afternoon where you guys are, conversely, good afternoon or evening. You get the picture, I hope. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel, or welcome back. My name's Brian, as you can see there, with the last name of Lucas. And I'm a poet, and we are about poetry here, which I hope you like too. We're also about music. That's another thing, because this is my channel. It's too early. It's a Monday. Like the title says, and I'm not putting too much thought into it, you know. So how y'all doing, everybody? Yes, you are early, Haggis. Thanks for showing up. How's it going? And then there's our Miriam. And of course, there's Pizza. Great interview, by the way. If you didn't catch it on Susie Oberholtz, the coffee first person, she did an interview with our own Pizza. If you want to, dude, put it in the chat so people can go watch it. You know. Oh, so what are we here for? What are we here for? As the thing in the description says, we are here for classic poetry with a twist. Okay. So yes, I'm a poet. This is all about poetry. And I said it was about music. So what we do with this poetry, we turn it into music. Since I'm all thumbs and, barely when it comes to playing music and barely have rhythm when it comes to these things, me, musician like that, so what I do? Oh, we use a tool, that nasty, nasty AI. So that's what I do. I take old poetry and I plug it into a music generator, and we get the results together. It spits out 2 tracks. We compare, contrast. We go, oh yeah, here we like, or this sucks, and we move on. So let's see what today's. Oh, got to do this first though, and because I can do it because of this, because it's fair use and in the public domain. And if you would please like and subscribe. Oh, speaking of subscribers, I'm up to 431. So whoever became my 431th for the second or third time, thank you. And we're going to get on with the show. So for today's show, I pick usually 6 poets with 6. Right here it is. 6 poems, 12 tracks. And here we are. All right, since we hit that one last week was so awesome by Tony Harrison, Bookends number 1, we're doing Bookends number 2. Then we got a poem by, if it'll pull up here, come on. Ooh, William Von Moody called Harmonics. All right, then Robert Frost, if it, come on, it's buffering. It's Robert Frost, always a classic, Good Hours. Then Mr. Con Potter Aiken with All Lovely Things. Then we got our Charles Monterey. And then we got this, I'm going to get rid of the ad here, by a Lizette Woodworth, not Wordsworth, Woodworth Reese. Oh, by the way, after I stop sharing this, today's show is brought to you by the Anthology of American Poetry by Gramercy Press. Oh. So let's just catch up here. Oh, I know what's going on. Oh, wait. All right. Might be some techno-thetans going on here, but let's just go ahead and get on with the show. Now, I'm going to have to preface this by saying there's only one track that's 4 minutes long, but the first 2 are under 2 minutes. Like, here, let me It's really weird, and it's weirder than it usually is. I don't know how I am when it comes to that stuff. Here, we gotta go here, and we gotta sort by that. Yes, the first two tracks are about a minute and a half each. So, bookends 2. Here we go.
Stone's too full, the wording must be terse. There's scarcely room to carve the flowings on it. Come on, it's not as if we're wanting verse. It's not as if we're wanting a whole sonnet. After tumblers of neat Johnny Walker, I think that both of us, we're on Arthur. You said you'd always been a clumsy talker and couldn't find another shorter word for beloved or for wife in the inscription, but not too clumsy that you can't still cut. You're supposed to be the bright boy at description, and you can't tell them what the fuck to put. I've got to find the right words on my own. I've got the envelope that he'd been scrolling, misspelled, mawkish, stylistically appalling, but I can't squeeze more love into their stone.
Interesting. You should write that down. That's the beginning of a poem. How's it going, Style? Thank you for showing up. And that was kind of interesting, short. I ain't got much to say about that. That was pretty cool, for what it was. I was kind of hoping it'd be more like, the first version of it, or the
The stone's too full, the wording must be terse. There's scarcely room to carve the Florence on it. Come on, it's not as if we're wanting verse. It's not as if we're wanting a whole sonnet. After tumblers of neat Johnny Walker, I think that both of us, we're on our third. You said you'd always been a clumsy talker and couldn't find another shorter word for beloved or for wife in the inscription, but not too clumsy that you can't still cut. You're supposed to be the bright boy at description, and you can't tell them what the fuck to put. I've got to find the right words on my own. I've got the envelope that he'd been scrawling, misspelled, mawkish, stylistically appalling, but I can't squeeze more love into their stone.
Yeah, I agree. Number one, and well, when I started playing that, when we had like 7 or 8 in the chat and watching, now we have 3. Oh boy, definitely gonna have to redo that one. But of those two, yes, I like number one best. That's what we're here for. We're here to we're here to find out what we're going to find out by finding out. Now, these are actually the 2 longest tracks coming up. Wow, the 2 shortest and the 2 longest. This one's 3 minutes and 58 seconds long. This is William Von Moody's Harmonics. Harmonics.
This string upon my harp was best beloved. I thought I knew its secrets through and through, till an old man whose young eyes light and blue, 'neath his white hair bent over me and moved. His fingers up and down and broke the wire to such a laddered music rung on rung, as from the patriarch's pillow skyward sprung, crowded with wide flung wings and feet of fire. Oh, vibrant heart, so meetly tuned and strung, that any untaught hand can draw from thee one clear gold note that makes the tired years young. One of the time when love had whispered me, were slept thy notes, and my hand pausefully gave to the dim harmonic's voice and time. One clear gold note that makes the tired years young. What of the time when love had whispered me, or slept thy notes, and my hand pausefully gave to the dim harmonic's voice and time. And time.
I don't know about you fellas, but I like that one. Hey, Irish, how is it going? Let's see where. Yeah, there you are. Empire saying goodbye, good morning in style, and all that stuff. So, what did y'all think of that one? Yeah, nice drums in the back. Very, I call that stuff dramatic metal, kind of almost like Lacuna Coil. Let's see what the second one is. Remember, and this one's 4 minutes long. Maybe it'll be like the ex-girlfriend.
This string upon my harp was best beloved. I thought I knew its secrets through and through, till an old man whose young eyes lightened blue, 'neath his white hair bent over me and moved his fingers up and down and broke the wire to such a laddered music, rung on rung, as from the patriarch's pillow skyward sprung, crowded with wide flung wings and feet of fire. Oh, vibrant heart, so meaty tuned and strung, that any untaught hand can draw from thee one clear gold note that makes the tired years young. What of the time when love had whispered me, where slept thy notes, and my hand pausefully gave to the dim harmonics voice and tongue. One clear gold note that makes the tired years young. What of the time when love had whispered me, where slept thy notes, and my hand pausefully gave to the dim harmonics voice and oh, vibrant heart, so meatily tuned and strung, that any untaught hand can draw from thee one clear gold note that makes the tired years young. What of the time when love had whispered me, where slept thy notes, and my hand pausefully gave to the dim harmonics voice and tongue. Oh, vibrant heart, so meanly tuned and strong.
Yep, it was like the ex-girlfriend, really freaking cool until the end. And then we got cut off. Oh, that one's going to have to be covered. But yeah, that one started off. I'm like, okay, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is really cool. Cool. I like this. And then I see the countdown. Oh, no. Incompletion anxiety. Oh, yeah. Don't you just love it? I say that a lot because I like it a lot. No, I love it. It's all in fun. Oh, all right. Let's get some Robert Frost going here. Good Hours, version 1.
I had for my winter evening walk no one at all with whom to talk, but I had the cottages in a row, up to their shining eyes in snow. And I thought I had the folk within, I had the sound of a violin, I had a glimpse through curtain laces of youthful forms and youthful faces. I had such company outward bound, I went till there were no cottages found. I turned and repented, but coming back I saw no window, but that was black. My creaking feet disturb the slumbering village street, like profanation by your leave at 10 o'clock of a winter eve. And I thought I had the folk within, I had the sound of a violin, I had a glimpse through curtain laces of youthful forms and youthful faces. I had such company outward bound, I went till there were no cottages found. I turned and repented, but coming back I saw no window, but that was black. Over the snow, my creaking feet disturb the slumbering village street, like profanation by your leave at 10 o'clock of a winter eve.
So what do y'all think of that? And I'm having some backwoods internet issues, I think, because I have no idea what's going on. The last one I saw was this before this shows up. But yeah. It's me. It's my connectivity, so bear with me. Okay. So, yes, that was lovely. Very lovely. Of course, Robert Frost is lovely. Oh, boy. Okay, so here we go with the second version of Good Hours.
But I had the cottages in a row, up to their shining eyes in snow. And I thought I had the folk within. I had the sound of a violin. I had a glimpse through curtain laces of youthful forms and youthful faces. I had such company outward bound. I went till there were no cottages found. I turned and repented, but coming back, I saw no window that was black. Over the snow, my creaking feet disturbed the slumbering village street like profanation by your leave at 10 o'clock of a winter eve. I had such company outward bound. I went till there were no cottages found. I turned and repented, but coming back, I saw no window but that was black. Over the snow, my creaking feet disturbed the slumbering village street like profanation by your leave at 10 o'clock of a winter eve.
Never, ever pass up the opportunity to have some cake. Unless you don't like cake. But yes, on those two, definitely number one was the best of those. It's definitely number one. Well, the first half of the show went by pretty quick. That really does happen when your first two tracks are a total of 3 minutes each combined. So we got to get here, and I got to remind everybody, hey, everything we do here, which I hope y'all think is cool, because I think it's pretty cool. And I'm assuming, you guys think it's cool if you're watching. Is in the public domain, fair use, and all that stuff. And, just that reminder, for some reason we're supposed to do it, but it really doesn't help with me. I don't know. Oh, sometimes I question, and you know what I get? No answers. Because you know what? You can go out and looking for them. You like two better? Cool. I like two, but I don't want to a little bit. Although I'm thinking about maybe some bluesing it up. Ooh, Black Sabbath, always a good standby, always a good go-to. So who knows? Definitely going to be here number one again, though. That was a standout. I'm glad you think it's beautiful, Miriam, because we need more beauty in this world because it is ugly, oogly. Ugly. If you get that. All right. Speaking of lovely, let's go to the next track, which is All the Lovely Things by Conrad Porter Aiken.
All lovely things will have an ending. All lovely things will fade and die. And youth that's now so bravely spending will beg a penny by and by.
Fine ladies soon are all forgotten, and goldenrod is dust when dead. The sweetest flesh flowers are rotten, and cobwebs tint the brightest hair. Come back, true love, sweet youth, return. But time goes on, and will, unheeding, though hands will reach, and eyes will yearn, and the wild days set true hearts bleeding. Come back, true love, sweet youth remain, but golden rod and daisies wither, and over them blows awesome rain. They pass, and know not whither. Come back, true love, sweet youth remain, but golden rod and daisies wither, and over them blows autumn rain. They pass, and know not whither.
Oh, it's interesting that you say this, Miriam, because I've started doing kind of categories to part of the organization process. What's country, blues. I had this catch-all category, contemporary, which that would probably be a part of, but it would also probably go in the Broadway, which is where I put the Disney-esque sounding stuff. But I liked it when. Okay, this is that thing about Suno and Cricket. I think it was Cricket Cinema was pointing it out. It's biased towards male vocals. All right. I thought, okay, cool. Female, they switched to male. We're going to have a duet. And then they just kept the male vocal. So we might have to revisit this one, depending, because we like to surf it up. Maybe. But we have a second version of it to listen to. First. Yes. a second version to listen to before we go screwing with it any further. Ha ha.
All lovely things will have an ending. All lovely things will fade and die. And youth that's now so bravely spending will beg a penny by and by. Fine ladies soon are all forgotten, and goldenrod is dust when dead. The sweetest flesh and flowers are rotten, and cobwebs tent the brightest hair. Come back, true love, sweet youth, return. But time goes on, and will unheeding, though hands will reach and eyes will yearn, and the wild days set true hearts bleeding. Come back, true love, sweet youth, remain. But goldenrod and daisies wither, and over them blows autumn rain. They pass, and know not whither.
Definitely nice piano work. Yeah, I can see where things like that, I think they inherit cultural bias. And, you know, because they're, I don't know if they can get past their creators' predispositions, biases, culture, life experience. But what a lovely track number 2 was when it kept the vocal consistent female vocals. Great. I like that one. You're definitely going to hear that one again. All right, where are we? Let's see here. Oh, we are on Charles Finno Hoffman's Monterey.
We were not many, we who stood before the iron sleet that day. Yet many a gallant spirit would his years if but he could have with us been at Monterey. Now here, now there, the shot it hailed in deadly drifts of fiery spray. Yet not a single soldier quailed when wounded comrades round them wailed their dying shout at Monterey. And on, still on our column kept, through walls of flame, its withering way, where fell the dead, the living stepped, still charging on the guns which swept the slippery streets of Monterey. The foe himself recoiled aghast when striking where he strongest lay. We swooped his flanking batteries past, and braving full their murderous blast, stormed home the towers of Monterey. Our banners on those turrets wave, and there our evening bugles play, where orange boughs above their grave keep green the memory of the brave who fought and fell at Monterey. We are not many, we who pressed beside the brave who fell that day. But who of us has not confessed he'd rather share their warrior rest than not have been at Monterey?
Well, that is about a battle. The Battle of Monterey. Couldn't you just hear that on a country station? Oh, that was cool. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what number 2 has in store for us.
We were not many, we who stood before the iron sleet that day. Yet many a gallant spirit would give half his years if but he could have with us been at Monterey. Now here, now there, the shot it hailed in deadly drifts of fiery spray. Yet not a single soldier quailed when wounded comrades around them wailed their dying shout at Monterey. And on, still on our column kept, through walls of flame, its withering way, where fell the dead, the living stepped, still charging on the guns which swept the slippery streets of Monterey.
Yeah, two is better. Hey, Kathy, thanks for joining us. Yeah, insomnia sucks, but thanks for joining us. Wow, it is after 5 in the morning there. Yeah, two had to grow on me. Very Disney, very Broadway-esque. One of those, But I could also hear that on a country station. Weird. All right, so yeah, we are in. Ooh, we're on for the last. Don't worry, the show's not going to be over that quickly. All right, this is Tears by Lizette Woodworth Reese.
When I consider life and its few years, a wisp of fog betwixt us and the sun, a call to battle and the battle done, ere the last echo dies within our ears, a rose soaked in the grass, an hour of fears, the gusts that passed, a darkening shore to beat, the burst of music down an unread street. I wonder at the idleness of tears, ye old day, and ye of yesternight, chieftains and bards and keepers of the sheep, by every cup of sorrow that you had, loose me from tears and make me see aright how each hath back what once he stayed to weep. Homer his sight, David his little lad.
Now, what do y'all think of that one? I don't know. I like it, but very lovely. Well, let's just. Okay, that one was the short one. Okay, here's a little bit longer. So let's see what this one has in store for us. Tears by Lizette Woodworth Reese, version 2.
When I consider life and its few years, a wisp of fog betwixt us and the sun, a call to battle and the battle done, ere the last echo dies within our ears, a rose choked in the grass, an hour of fears, the gusts that past a darkening shore do beat, the burst of music
tough choice. Slightly better than number 2. But I know what's not enough choice. What's not a tough choice to keep this going for a little bit longer. Guess what? It's Monday. And you know what that means? That means we need to get the old booty humping, the old booty shaking a little bit with bookends. Number 1.
Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books.
Let's keep it going.
I met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now. Those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul sty. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is bitch's mansion in the place of excellence.
lotion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be so whole that has not been fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed to fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
Yeah, today's show was interesting. There's a couple standouts, but that's not a way to end a Monday. Well, it's not a way to end any show without getting the blood pumping. So I'm not done yet. That's the beauty of having a whole buttload of cool songs. Let's go.
Ain't got nobody to share my bed. Ain't got nobody to hold my hand. Truth of the matters, I ain't got no man. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time.
And we're not done yet. If it'll play.
Loneliness one dare not sound, and would as soon surmise, as in its grave go plumbing to ascertain the size. The loneliness whose worst alarm is lest itself should see and perish from before itself for just a scrutiny. The horror not to be surveyed, but skirted in the dark, with consciousness suspended and being under lock. I fear me this is loneliness, the make of all words, illuminate or seal. The loneliness one dare not sound, and would as soon surmise, as in its grave go plumbing to ascertain the size. The loneliness whose worst alarm is lest itself should see and perish from before itself for just a scrutiny. The horror not to be surveyed, but skirted in the dark, with consciousness suspended and being under lock. I fear me this is loneliness, the maker of the soul. Its caverns and its corridors illuminate or seal.
All right, my friends, I'm going to play one more and then we're going to, I guess I'm going to go about and figure out what the heck I'm going to do with the rest of my day. But until then, please note that everything we do here is under fair use and everything. But more importantly, have an awesome day, my friends. Have an awesome day. And be sure to like and subscribe, because you know how the subscriber anxiety and YouTubing be YouTubing and all that stuff. So last check I was 431, down from an all-time high of 433. Not that we're counting too much, are we? Oh boy, it's too early in the morning and I've been up too long. But hey, let's get the old booty shaking one last time before the Monday gets a really going.
If he could know my songs are all for him, at silver dawn or in the evening glow, would he not smile and think it
Okay, before I sneeze, one last thing. I won't be on tomorrow because I'm helping my buddy to get his septum undeviated. He's having surgery in the morning. So I will see you Wednesday. See you Wednesday. Back here, same time, same channel. At least I hope so. Unless something drastic happens between now and then. Appreciate you being on this journey with me, my friends. Love you all. See y'all out in the chats. And don't do anything I wouldn't do.